Sound's biggest artist. Hey, this is Icons on BBC Sounds.
Hello, I'm Jordan North, and you are listening to BBC Sound's Artist Icons collection. This series is all about the lead singer of one of the British acts that defined the 90s. Known for his snarling vocals and larger-than-life Mancunian attitude, he's won 6 Brit Awards, played an epic gig at Nebworth, and got into a lot of fights with his brother. It can only be Liam Gallagher.
I need to be myself. I can't be no one else.
I don't know about you, I've got many fond memories of Oasis and Liam Gallagher, and even now I get into arguments with people when they ask me who my favourite frontman is. It's gotta be Liam. It's gotta be. The guy had swagger, the guy had a bit of class. He was the ultimate frontman. I remember recently I was having an argument with my dad because he was saying Freddie Mercury, Queen, and I was like, it's gotta be Gallagher. It's gotta be. You know, there's so many people that he's influenced now. Tracks that I play on Radio 1 and you can hear that Oasis, Liam Gallagher twinge in their music, and that's why I love him. So, for the next hour, we'll be celebrating his 50th birthday this September by looking back at the interviews, sessions and festival sets that tell the story of his career so far. From Oasis to BDI to his solo material, all handpicked from the BBC archive. So let's begin with Oasis's first ever session for Hit the North on BBC Radio 5, as it was known back then, in 1993. This is Bring It On Down.
Good evening, Great Britain. Hello. What was that sound ringing around your brain? Today was just a blur. You've got a head like a ghost train. What was that sound ringing around your brain? You're here on your own. Who you gonna find to blame? You're the outcast. You're the underclass. But you don't care, because you're living fast. You're the uninvited guest who stays till the end. I know you've got a problem at the devil's sands. You think they're talking about you, but you don't know who. I'll be scraping their lives from the sole of my shoe tonight. Bring it down for me. Your head's in a fish tank, your body and your mind can't breathe. Bring it down for me. Your head's in a fish tank, your body and your mind can't breathe. You're the outcast, you're the underclass, but you don't care, because you're living fast. You're the uninvited guest who stays till the end. I know you've got a problem at the devil's sands. You think they're talking about you, but you don't know who. I'll be scraping their lives from the sole of my shoe tonight.
We're just a bunch of 5 guys there,
Yeah.
and we're playing the best music in the world at the moment. This is what I think, you know what I mean? Just like the Beatles did years ago. You know, at the end of the day, we just done a gig, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, there was about 8 people there, and we weren't meant to be playing, if you've heard the story and that. I'll tell
No,
you again.
no, you're going to tell us,
Right.
please.
We done this gig in Glasgow, yeah?
Yeah.
At King Tut's, and like, there was 4 bands on, and we was meant to be like last on the bill, you know, like the 4th band on first and that, yeah? Because like, this mate of our other band in Glasgow said we could come up and play, yeah?
Yeah.
So we had a big bus out and that going to Glasgow with all our mates, mad for it. We get there and the promoter's like, Oasis, I've never heard of you. We're like, well, you know, we've been told we're meant to be playing here tonight. And he's like, no, you're not playing, you can't play. So he was like, well, look, man, we just hired a big van out, all our mates are down. You know, just let us do 4 songs. And they wouldn't let us do it. So we had to sneak on while everyone was downstairs in the club, start playing, just plug in, start playing. We've done 4 songs. Like the last song was like I'm the Walrus, cover of that, which was mega. McGee come up, apparently he was there, you know, and next minute he comes up and says, do you want a deal? Have you got a deal? We're like, no, never heard of him. And this is the truth, you know what I mean? I was like, no. You know, well, yeah, we do want a deal, you know, but we haven't got one. Can you give us one? He's like, yeah, there's my card, come and see me on Thursday. And that was it. Went down, we had a chat over the table, like what we're doing now. And we didn't talk about business, we didn't talk about how many sales you could sell in a year, and you know, we just talked about football, cars, women.
Music?
Yeah, a lot. Music. And that was it, and he just went, right, I want to sign you, and we went, yeah, we want to sign to you, and that was it.
People want you to see. How long's it gonna be before we get on the bus and cars? No fuss, get a grip on yourself, it don't cost much. Free to be whatever you say. If it comes, oh, it's alright. You're free to be wherever shoot the blues if you want. It always seems to me you only see what people want you to see. How long's it gonna be before we get on the bus and cars? No fuss, get a grip of yourself, it don't cost much. Free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. Here in my mind, you know you might find something that you once knew, but now it's all gone. And you know it's no fun. Yeah, I know it's no fun. I know it's no I'm free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. I'm free to be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. Whatever you do, whatever you say, yeah, I know it's alright. Whatever you do, whatever you say, yeah, I know it's alright. I'll be your blues, carry the news. I'll be your blues, carry the news.
One of the live music highlights of the year took place over one weekend in early August. The event was the largest outdoor show ever staged by a single group in the UK. The venue was Nebworth Park in Stevenage. The band was Oasis. Radio 1 was there on the Sunday, broadcasting part 2 of the fastest-selling shows of all time. And to mark it as a truly global event, the concert could also be heard in 40 countries worldwide, including Venezuela, Thailand and the USA. So sit back and enjoy Oasis in all their morning glory from Nebworth, live and exclusive on Radio 1.
Nebworth can't remember a thing about it, and that's the gospel too. Although I must have come off there at one point and gone, you know what I mean? Because you'd be mad not to. I must have thought that was great.
Oasis were excellent. All sorts of people there, weren't there? Different ages.
I think they got a mix of like modern music and sort of still that Manchester 60s sort of style.
It was excellent, really good. Liam looked fantastic, good looking as ever.
This is Icons.
It's just having it. I think this is an important time to be alive. And I just think it's important to be here now. You know, I think there's something, I don't want to get too deep, you know, I just think there's something happening. And I don't really know what, but, you know, who am I to say?
Made a meal and threw it up on Sunday. I've got a lot of things to learn. Said I would not believe in one day before my heart to burn. So what's the matter with you? Sing me something new. Don't you know the cold and wind and rain don't know, they only seem to come and go away. Times are hard when things have got no meaning. I've found a key upon the floor. Maybe you and I will not believe in the things we find behind the door. So what's the matter with you? Sing me something new. Don't you know the cold and wind and rain don't know, they only seem to come and go away. Stand by me, and nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me, and nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me, and nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Stand by me, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows the way it's gonna be.
That was Oasis in session with Stand By Me, recorded in 1997 for Radio 1. I'm Jordan North, and you are listening to BBC Artist Icons. This episode is dedicated to the legend, and that word is used too much, but it's definitely applicable to this man. The legend that is Oasis frontman Liam Gallagher. We're celebrating his 50th birthday by looking back at some of his best BBC moments. Liam and his brother Noel haven't done many interviews together, and in a moment, you're going to hear why. Steve Lamacq interviewed them both live in 1997 on the evening session on Radio 1. The brothers turned up a little worse for wear, let's say that, and sprinkled their chat with lots of words that aren't allowed on the radio. Here's Steve Lamacq, God bless him, in 2002, reflecting on that chat.
First time, I think one of them swore, it kind of just whistles past you don't almost notice it. Then the second one comes, and the fourth four-letter word, then the fifth, then the sixth, and after that you really are in damage limitation.
He knows he's a genius, but he won't admit it.
I will admit I'm a genius, I've been telling everyone forever.
No, you're not.
Liam's getting better, you know, all the time.
Yeah, well, he would if he bothered to turn up in the studio and sing the B-sides, it'd be all right.
I had a bad voice if they couldn't do it.
Yeah,
but listen, like, Stephen, like... before we go any further, this chap, right, is not like,
What chap?
He's not been, like, bed-friendly the last couple of days, right, yeah?
Bed-friendly?
Bed-friendly.
Bed-friendly?
Friendly bed.
You've asked my wife, I'm totally bed-friendly.
No, I'm on about bed-friendly.
What do you mean, bed-friendly?
It's nothing to do with your wife.
Bed-friendly?
Bed-friendly, right, so it's like...
Bed-friendly?
So I'll speak on that, yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Bed-friendly.
I'm really friendly to my bed. I love my bed. And my bed loves me.
Yeah. Anyway, right.
Bed-friendly.
So it's like, yeah, we always...
We're talking out your Tony McCarroll, mate.
No, definitely not talking out. I have nothing to do with it. Shut up.
Icons.
What we all say. I'm trying to cause a big sensation. Just talking about my generation. This is my generation. watch it all fade away. Don't try and take what we all say. I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. I'm just talking about my generation. This is my generation. This is my generation, baby. My generation, baby. People try to put us down just because we get around. Things they do look awful cold. Yeah, I die before I get old. This is my generation. This is my generation, baby. My generation, baby. Talking about my generation. Talking about my generation. Talking about my generation. Talking about my generation. Talking about my generation.
People turn around and go, so how can you just stand there? And it's like, well, you try and go on and think you're jumping Jack Flash in front of 10 of your mates from Manchester and 10 other geezers at the bar, you know, you're going to get black eye. You'd have 4 songs and about 10 of your mates would turn up and you'd have to blag everyone else that you were any good. And then that was it, you just go and you do your thing. So you just stand there, because everyone's stood there looking at you going, what is he doing up there on this, thinking he's in a band. You just got to stare it out, and that's the way it is. I'm not that far up my own arse to be thinking I can dance for a start, which I can't. I just couldn't, in myself, I just couldn't get any little groove together because I just think I'd get a black eye. Where I was from, I'd get battered. And I think I'd do the same thing to anyone else if they'd done it.
Download and subscribe to Icons on the BBC Sounds app so you don't miss a collection.
It's Joe Wiley on Radio 1 and in the Live Lounge today. Band have been waiting for quite some time to have in the Live Lounge. Never had them on this show before, so it's quite a big deal today. And also good to speak to as well. We've got Liam Gallagher and Gem from Oasis. Welcome along.
Hello.
When you wrote Songbird, did you come up with the music too, or did you do the lyrics and then Noel did the rest? This is from Mike Barnett on the email.
Did what? Noel did the rest?
Yeah.
I come up with the music under the tree and then I come up with the words.
Noel says that he didn't know anything about the video.
But Noel sang it for me, was it?
Noel said he didn't know anything about the video.
He
just saw
things about the video. I asked him to do what I'd be in it and he said no. I asked him to do what I'd saw it and he says no. I asked him to do what I'd promote it and he says no. He's got other things to be doing.
Why is he being so churlish?
Why? I don't know. Because he's probably feeling very important somewhere.
When are you mates at the moment or not mates? When did you last speak?
No, we're not mates.
Why?
We just don't feel like it at the moment.
And how long's this been going on for?
A couple of months.
Genuinely bad feeling. When are you going to...
No, it's not a bad feeling.
You just can't be...
We get on better when we don't see each other, and we get on better when we don't speak to each other, so let's not be
yeah, I suppose.
But it must not really annoy you or must hurt you when he's being kind of quite cruel about you or about the music that you're making.
Well, yeah, but... check out some of the songs he's been making. I think mine are alright, actually, for a year at it. But, you know, 5 years ago, I'd have been arsed, let him do the music, I'm going to the pub, you know what I mean? But
so why has it changed then?
Why? Because I'm just getting into it, you know, call it getting older or something, but I don't know, I'm just into playing my guitar every day. And I'm learning a lot, and I know what I can do, I know what I can't do. And it's cool.
Talking to the songbird yesterday, flew me to a place not far away. She's a little pilot in my mind, singing songs of love to pass the time. Gonna write a song so she can see, give her all the love she gives to me. Talk of better days that are yet to come. Never found this love from anyone. She's not anyone. She's not anyone. She's not anyone. A man can never dream these kind of things, especially when she came and spread her wings, whispered in my ear the things I like. Then she flew away into the night. Gonna write a song so she can see, give her all the love she gives to me. Talk of better days that are yet to come. Never felt this love from anyone. She's not anyone. She's not anyone. She's not anyone.
Songbird by Oasis, recorded in session in 2003 for Joe Wiley on Radio 1. It was the first Oasis single written by Liam, reaching number 3 in the UK singles chart and appeared on their 5th album, Heathen Chemistry.
Liam Gallagher at the BBC on BBC Sounds.
So what would you usually be doing at 10:30 on a Thursday night? Because I know you're quite a family man and all that. Yeah.
I'd be in bed, me, man, snoring me fucking ass off. Sorry for swearing.
I put out a warning. So you go to bed before 10:30 these days?
Oh yeah, about 29 minutes past.
What was the first song you wrote? When was the first time you sat down and wrote a song?
The first song I wrote was called Take Me with Bonehead, which was years ago. Yeah. And it was alright, but I'm no good at lyrics, you know, and and if people are going, yeah, whatever, you know, I'm quite honest with it, I'm arse, you know what I mean, about lyrics. I'm just into the vibe and the attitude and the music. You know, I can do a verse and I can do a chorus, but then I say it all pretty much there and then.
What's Noel like when you bring the records to him?
I don't know, he don't really say much, he sort of just walks out of the room.
Because publicly he says lovely things, but...
Yeah, but he doesn't say it to me, man. He just walks out of the room and goes, whatever, whatever. And then I think, I'm onto something here.
Is there any Noel songs that you like to sing, whether it's live or just in general, you would have liked to, like we played Rockin' Chair already tonight, which you sing on, but, Half the World Away or Talk Tonight or anything like that?
No, because he's got that voice for that quieter stuff, you know what I mean? Don't Look Back in Anger's a classic, it's totally on it. I get to stand off the side of the stage and hear him sing it and see the crowd and all that, and he'll never see that, you know what I mean? Yeah. He'll never be able to see what that does, you know what I mean? Because he's in the zone, you know what I mean? So if I'm meant to sing it, I'm meant to sing it.
Good evening, BBC viewers and listeners. Welcome to the final night of the BBC Electric Proms 2008. Please welcome to the stage, Oasis!
Are you nervous about the first show? Do you get nervous?
Nope, not nervous, man.
Just excited.
Just excited. Can't wait to get into it. Feel confident. Feel good, man. About
Got some DVDs for the tour bus?
I don't do tour buses. Not doing tour buses, mate. Not the ones over there. It's like being this morning set, innit? Like all pink and green and orange and little bowls of fruit. No tour buses for me, mate.
Are you going to get around on a bicycle? What?
Range Rover, mate. Darting up and down the country, you know.
I love that. Seriously.
The rest of them do the tour bus because they're into it, but in and out, mate. No messing.
See, there's a good chance that if it's a normal show and you decide not to hang around for a quick tipple after the show, that you could be in your Range Rover and on the road by the time that they literally, and they're still feeding back on stage.
Yeah.
That's called an LAX, mate.
Yeah, I know. I remember you saying.
That's out the door.
Straight out the door. No messing about.
Into the Rangy. What's going on the stereo?
On the Range Rover?
Yeah.
I'll be obviously listening to you, won't I?
And he ends with a compliment.
I'm telling you, mate.
Icons.
I'm Jordan North, and I'm guiding you through this episode of Artist Icons, which is all about Liam Gallagher at the BBC. Be sure to check out the rest of the collection on the BBC Sounds app. On the 28th of August 2009, there was a defining point in Liam's career. Oasis announced their split minutes before they took to the stage at a festival in Paris. In a statement, Noel said he left the band following an altercation with Liam that sent him over the edge. And I think we all remember that news coming through. I was expecting it. I'd heard a few rumours, you probably read in the papers as well, that they weren't getting on. And I know a couple of people that went to see him on that last tour, and they were just saying it was great, it was amazing, but there was just something not quite right. 2 years after the split, Steve Lamacq joined Liam in the studio to chat about his new band, which he started with former Oasis member Gem Archer, Andy Bell and Chris Sharrock.
Liam's new band, BDI, are just about to release their debut album and go on tour, and that's what brings us here to this huge rehearsal complex of studios up off the Caledonian Road in North London. Do you find it nice being fresh again, new again, having something to the legs of blank canvas?
That's the best thing about being in a band, is that moment when you're new, you know what I mean? It's like when I've seen Arctic Monkeys and Kasabian and that, now like things are kind of expected of them, you know what I mean? So you fall into that kind of thing, and it's great still being able to make music, so they're lucky and all that, but there's nothing better than playing the small gigs and stuff like that. Because before you know it, you're massive, and the fun goes out of it, as far as I'm concerned.
You have a routine still? Up in the morning?
I'm getting up earlier and earlier now, man.
That's when you get older, you do that.
I try and beat the alarm clock. My alarm goes off at 6 and I get up at 5:59 just to do its heading.
And so it's up, what is it? Walk the dog, school run?
Up, downstairs, get the kettle on, really. TV on, kids to school, back, go and do my business, go for a bit of a run and that, and then out down here, man.
You didn't know what to say. It all came at you today. Can't get out your own way. Well, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm hiding out in the sun. I'm getting everyone done. Just me letting no one. Here I come, here I come, here I come. Just call me the roller. I'm squeezing and folding. Call me the roller.
You're listening to Icons.
Liam Gallagher.
Hello.
Welcome back to BBC Radio 1.
Yes, been a long time.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You're very welcome, mate.
Now, you are here because, for the very first time, you're launching solo material. How does it feel?
It doesn't feel so weird. It's not as weird as what I thought it would feel. It feels all right because it's not like me stood there with a guitar or an acoustic guitar, and you know what I mean? It pretty much sounds like the bands that I've been in before, you know what I mean? And I'm not doing anything, I'm not sat at a piano and out like that, you know what I mean? So it seems pretty normal.
Why is it taking you so long to do a solo?
It takes a long time. A lot of people off, you know what I mean? To get rid of, you know what I mean? I had to like get rid of people. Everyone's just had enough of me, haven't they? So I'm Billy No mates, I'm Billy No band. So yeah, it takes a long time to do it. Why did I do it? Don't know, man. Got sick of sitting around the house, I guess. You know what I mean?
You were keeping secrets in you. You've been keeping paraphernalia. Oh, I think you know. Anyone can walk up to you. Anyone can see right through your eyes. All night. And I don't mean to be unkind, but I've seen what's in your mind. And the stone you throw will turn back in its path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. A wall of glass. A wall of glass. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. You believe in fascinations and designer vaccinations. Love, you get along. You were sold the one direction. I believe the resurrection's on, and you were wrong. And I don't mean to be unkind, but I've seen what's in your mind. And the stone you throw will turn back in its path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. A wall of glass.
Do you miss him?
Massively. Miss him as a songwriter, miss him as a person. Obviously we've got beef, as the kids say these days, but that's just the way it is. If you can't slag off your brother, who can you slag off?
Can't that be overcome with a phone call?
Yeah, well, I think he's got me blocked. I mean, I've said it many a times, you know what I mean?
Got him blocked on the phone?
Yeah, no, I haven't got his number, he ain't got mine. I've been, like, listen, the most important thing out of anything is me and him becoming mates again, and brothers. Forget Oasis, you know what I mean? Oasis is probably done, you know what I mean? So then once me and him sit down and go, look, brothers, blah, 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 you know, there's a lot of issues there, way before me digging him out on Twitter. So I feel he threw me under the bus in a certain situation. He thinks that I was a big bad wolf, and I've read something the other day that I was like, you know, being aggressive towards him. I don't know where he gets that from, you know what I mean?
Fruit was thrown, he said to me.
Come on, mate, fruit, a plum.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, well,
in a dressing room.
Well, he smashed my guitar up. That was bought to me on my 30th birthday by my then wife and my kid, which was very sentimental. So I think if there was a plum thrown at him, he probably deserved it. You know what I mean?
Download and subscribe to Icons on the BBC Sounds app so you don't miss a collection.
Are you an angry man?
I've got a lot of rage in me.
I think that's good. You've got to stand up for what you believe.
Should I tell you what gets on my
go for it
thingies?
Yeah.
Uber Eats, McDonald's. So when you're hungover, you get all your drinks in and you get all your food in, and they come and they don't have straws. You know what I mean? And they don't have the sauces either, but mainly it's the straws. You're sitting there, how am I going to get that milkshake down my neck without a straw?
Do you send them back for the straw?
No, but I will. I have. No, I should do though.
Yeah.
So a lot of it just goes to waste. You know what I mean? And you're sitting there, and you're going, I had my eye on that vanilla milkshake. You know what I mean? Or now I've got to, like, just sit there with it in my mouth.
Are you ordering McDonald's delivery?
Yeah, you not get that?
Yeah, I've just never thought about that.
I'm not going to go out and get it. I get mobbed in it when I go to McDonald's, man. You know what I mean?
Fair point.
Do you know what I mean? So
You
I just
Liam
get it
Gallagher.
delivered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard work out there for me these days.
Does the person who come round to your house to be like, oh, hi Liam Gallagher?
With the McDonald's?
Yeah.
He does, yeah. He does come round with his helmet on, and I'm like, where's the straws, mate?
And he's like that. Oh, I don't know, I'm like that. Do you know what I mean? So that's my rage. Do you want me? There's another one.
Please.
Pot noodles, right? So years ago, they used to be a bit thicker, the material. So now you put hot water in, you can't hold the thing. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like too hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And another thing that does me nothing, coffees. You know when they give it you really hot. You know what I mean? They nuke it. You know what I mean? You go, yeah, I want to drink this now, not in 20 years' time. You know what I mean? I need this coffee now. You know what I mean? But and it's like just gonna burn your head off.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder-wall. Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. But by now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder-wall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder-wall.
What you just heard there was a stunning rendition of Wonderwall by Liam Gallagher in session for Chris Evans on Radio 2, recorded in 2017. Now, Liam's love of the Beatles is well known, but perhaps less well known is the Beatles' link to the name of his second solo album. Why me? Why not? Here's Zoe Ball asking him all about it.
I have to ask you, Liam, the title of your album, Why Me, Why Not? This is kind of quite a beautiful story. It's quite a long, complicated story.
It's
I wonder
long,
if you
isn't
can
it? Have you got
condense
enough
it a
time?
bit.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. In fact,
Right,
it's
so
all
I was
about
in
John
Munich.
Lennon. Yeah.
Before I got my head kicked in. It was another time.
Right.
So I was walking past and Yoko Ono was having an art exhibition, so I steamed in there and I bought some of John Lennon's art, and there was one which said "Why Me" on it. So I take it home, and then my kid was born. Kind of called him Lennon.
Yeah.
And then I met up with Yoko Ono in New York, and I told her about this picture that I bought, and she's gone, "Why have you called your kid Lennon? It's a bit of a silly name." I went, "Well, I think it's a pretty cool name, you know what I mean?" It's a bit silly if I called him Yoko, innit? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So anyway, so then I said, "Oh, I bought that painting, why me?" like that, and she went, "Oh, you know he did another one." I said, "No, I didn't know, it wasn't there." She goes, "I'll send it you." So then I'm sitting in my garden a couple of months later with my two cats, Mick and Keith, and then the door goes. It was a beautiful day, and I'm having a beer, and the door goes, and this big thing comes through the door like a picture.
Yeah.
So I've done all the popping, I've opened it up, and it's the exact what I was doing that day. John Lennon sat in a cloud with his 2 cats, and he said, "Why not?" So I've got "Why Me" and then "Why Not." So then that was about 18 years ago. So then I decided to call the album this. You know.
I know, it's such a great
Did I condense
story.
that down
You
enough?
did that.
Without swearing as well.
This is Icons on BBC Sounds.
I remember the first thing I bought was a scooter, a 1954 Lambretta, which I've still got.
Nice.
And that's on the cover of Definitely Maybe. There's some shots of it on there. That was the first thing I bought, and then we got a big one, and I went and bought my mum an house, but she didn't want it. She's like, I don't want that house. And it was a lovely little cottage up in Eaton Moor, beautiful. So I'll give her the keys, and she's going, "What do I want this for?" I was like, "Better than the one you're in, isn't it?" And she goes, "No, I don't want it." So anyway, I had to sell it back to the geezer. She didn't want it, and she goes, "All I want is a brand new gate." Cheap date, mate, you know what I mean? So I bought her, I went, "I'll tell you what, I can do better than that. I'll buy you a fence and a gate." And that's all she's ever wanted.
Seriously?
Yeah, man, she's not into it, man. She's like, I don't want a new, why do I want that house for there? I'm quite happy in my house. She took a fence, man. She's like, "You trying to slag my house off?" Well, it's a nice house, but that one's better. And he's got a bigger garden, you lunatic, you know what I mean? And it's a bit safer and like, you know what I mean? She's like, no, so she's still in the same house with the same fence and the same gate. She's a legend.
Do you have any regrets about that? Do you wish that you had tried harder?
No.
You could have tried harder?
Maybe a bit more like in English, you know, for writing songs and stuff. Maybe a bit more reading books, man, you know what I mean? I don't read books and all that, so some days I think that's why I struggle with lyrics and stuff, you know what I mean? If I'd have got a bit more into that kind of area, but...
Because you've got a really inquisitive mind. I mean, I think that's really obvious.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it's like eternity in there, maybe of nothing, but of something, you know what I mean?
It's eternal, just it's like a cosmic universe in there. You know what I mean?
In your head.
Yeah, man. So that I might not know a lot, but then again, am I meant to? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You got to keep
I
searching.
think I know what you mean.
You know what I
do.
mean, don't you?
I'd imagine you didn't like being told what to do.
No.
That might have been an issue as well.
I don't mind being told what to do. You know what I mean? I just know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's
But do you read now?
No, don't read anything.
No.
Just people's minds.
Just people's minds. Yeah.
Just people's minds.
What about school discos? Did you go to school discos?
Oh yeah, I loved all that. I loved all the fun side of it. You know what I mean?
And what about sport?
School trips, they never let me on the school trip. The first,
Liam.
The school trip. No, here's what we used to do for our kids at a day, man. They go to France and stuff like, and all that. We went to the airport to watch people take off. That's what they used to take us.
Good trip.
Yeah, they used to take us to the airport like that and go like that. We used to go and watch people go on holiday. People like that going like that. That's what our trip was. Terrible.
You must have gone to Bordeaux and got a baguette or something like that.
Never went to Bordeaux, man. We went to Manchester Airport.
Icons on BBC Sounds.
How is your hip, by the way? A lot of chat in the papers. Was that true about you needing a hip replacement? How is the hip?
No hips, man. They're both mashed up.
Okay.
But yeah, so then. But I just went to get these injections the other day, actually. So now I am buzzing, mate. I'm like Louis Spence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, mate? I mean, I might go and ruin my career at Nebworth and go on there and start doing some high kicks like Jagger, and everyone's going like that. I want my money back. When he come to see me stand still. That's the show, mate. No, so they're all right, man. But I'm going to have these the operation next year, maybe. But
okay. Can you go anywhere unnoticed, Liam? I always think this. You know, like sometimes you see someone and you think, "Oh, isn't that?" And they've got a hat down, or there's a way. I mean, mask. I guess during the pandemic probably quite helpful.
Yeah,
but
it did.
your walk. I mean, we all know you for that walk.
Yeah. I have tried walking differently as well, just through crowds and that, but they still get hold of me, man. I've done that, the walk where they do at the Olympics, where like you squeeze your ass cheeks together really tight and you walk really fast. that mad walk. I've done that, but it's the arms, man. It's the arms that's, you know what I mean? I've got to put my hands in my pocket or on my head or something. So no, it's not happening.
Oh, so good.
Icons.
I'm Jordan North, and this has been Artist Icons, all about Liam Gallagher at the BBC. Make sure you check out the rest of the collection on the BBC Sounds app. And before you go, I've got to tell you this. Liam Gallagher was in Radio 1 a couple of years ago, and I was doing my shows on at the weekends then. And I was waiting around to meet him because I've always wanted to meet him. One of the producers said, yeah, just wait around here and he'll come in, you can have a chat with him. And when he walked in, the awe and the presence of the man was so overwhelming that I bottled it and left. I've not told many people this. And his plugger, so they're the people that get the records out to the radio DJs, his plugger found out about this and told Liam, and Liam sent me a signed letter saying hopefully we'll meet one day, and he also sent me a signed vinyl as well, and I've still got it. It was the best thing ever. So I kind of, in a way, every cloud has its silver lining. So I thought I'd tell you that story before we finish today. Thanks so much for listening. We're going to finish up with Liam's performance of his track, All You're Dreaming Of, for the Radio 2 Breakfast Show in 2020.
Paint the night sky while the morning waits with a field of stars to keep the dark at bay. Take your spotlight underneath the moon. Sometimes a miracle is all that can carry you. Oh, what are you dreaming of? Is it the kind of love that'll be there when the world is at its worst? That'll cover you in kisses unrehearsed. When you're losing ground, still tell you that you're worth all you're dreaming of. Should the paying birds come and rest their wings upon your windowsill without a song to sing, close your eyes and disappear inside. All that is beautiful was follow